So Dakota, how's it going? How are you doing?
I'm so great. I'm very well, thank you.
Grace, how's it going?
So good, how are you?
I'm doing well.
With a simple question. What is oral interp to you?
This is not very simple.
I'd say oral interp to me is a lifestyle.
Oral Interp to me was just sort of in high school is where I found myself. It's just a collection of a great group of people working together to like portray how they feel through acting, I guess.
It's where I found all my friends. It's where all of my friends remain.
You know, it's just an activity that really helped me find who I am as a performer.
And it's a way to explore really who you are and you know, make friends and learn what kind of friends you want to have. That to me is what makes it really worthwhile.
I met some of my lifelong friends and I figured out like who I was, and I got to perform a lot, and that's just what I love to do. So
I get to act. I get to be someone that I'm not, and so I think that's really cool.
I met a whole lot of great people, and they impacted me in more ways than I could have ever imagined.
It gave me the skills that I need to succeed in whatever I feel like I want to do and pursue in life, and I will forever be grateful.
Man, what are some of my favorite ones? There's so many.
I hate that question, actually.
Oh my goodness. My favorite moments of this year. Every moment, just kidding.
this year,
And I can't, because there's just so many.
State was definitely a fun time.
One was when we were in the state hotel room and we were all writing down those little notes to each other, and we got random cards and we said awesome things about them, and I thought that was so cool because we all wrote paragraphs and everyone had so much to say about each other, and everyone, I don't know, it was just a really cool bonding experience, and everyone got so much closer.
Going to Red Lobster with Dakota and Annie and eating a 4-course meal. Just thought I'd throw that out there. That's really impressive. No.
Going to Chanhassen, and that was amazing because we all just kind of made it our tournament. We went in there, we were so intimidated, but everyone walked out. There was just such a different vibe on the team. After that's kind of when we all realized how talented we really were, and what a special thing this team had.
I will say one of my favorite moments was at Dowling, Dowling this year, when a person came up to me, recognized me, and asked if "Gotta Get Brad Back" was written for you and I, Danny. They had actually asked that if Chris and Ryan Wilkins had wrote that for us, because he thought it was so perfect for us that it had to be written for us. And I thought that was really cool, because he had saw us at nationals and was so mad that we didn't even make top 30s. And I told him, yeah, it's kind of disappointing, but we had a lot of fun, and so that's really all you can ask for in that regard.
The night before quals, when we were all talking and reminiscing and just being there for each other, that was one of the best moments, I think.
Each and every individual time that I saw someone who hadn't broke before break for the very first time, or win their very first tournament, or do better than they ever expected to at any given tournament.
When we were in quals, and I know it's really a depressing topic and quals too soon, but when we were sitting in that room and Miss Simon told us that only Grace and Taryn were going to nationals, and we were all a mess, but we were all a mess together, I feel that was such an impactful moment in my life that I don't think I've ever experienced with anyone. And even though it was such a hard time and such a depressing moment, I feel it really brought us together and really strengthened us as people, and I feel that's going to be more important down the road than actually going to nationals.
Bus rides are always a blast.
Was that Millard, or was that Apple Valley? I think it was Apple Valley. Yeah, Chris gave Tanner a lap dance at Apple Valley, Can we get a little action in here? Will you do it for me?
We'll definitely have to go with the time that Jessie fell into a trash can, or into a recycling bin, and Taryn told her to get out of the recycling bin because you don't put trash in the recycling bin.
Just, going on the trips, the Mall of America, just being there, because I was in this activity with all my friends. So, like, every moment was just a memory for me.
I'm picking that memory because it sort of just sums up a lot of fantasticness that has happened. Yeah.
That's all you get.
Okay, thanks. It's not even necessarily just that memory, but any one memory sort of just spurs like a blur of beautiful moments with all of these people.
Love you guys.
Oh,
She's gonna see this?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. That won't change my answer, so I mean...
Is that good enough?
Mrs. Nelson, hey girl.
Oh man, a huge influence on my life.
She's always been there. Even when we have our disagreements, or that's not a word. We disagree on things, she's still there.
I have no idea what kind of a person I would be if she wasn't significant in my life.
I know I can still come to her at the end of the day, and she gives pretty sound advice, I'd say, and I feel comfortable around her. Like, even the first year she was here, it was me, Jada Thamert, and Brooke Phillips, and we just sat down and talked about life for an hour. And ever since then, I always felt like I could come to her. And so, that's how I feel about Miss Simon.
Simon is just the best.
I think she pretty much changed my life for the better.
I'm closer with her than a lot of my family sometimes, it seems like.
I still remember my freshman year when we sat in the little hallway and I read through Lily's purple plastic purse, and I'm pretty sure she thought I was crazy and an awful interpreter, which I was freshman year. And it was fun seeing her grow, especially like with us, and she's come so far, and she's really brought this team together.
I don't think I would have stayed in this activity no matter how much I loved it if she wasn't the coach.
I'm crazy. I'm a weirdo. And sometimes I don't know, she helped me through high school.
I don't even know where I'd be without Simon. And that's like crazy to think about. You gotta cut that out 1 sec.
I love her so much. She's like second mom to me now, and I feel she's gonna do amazing things wherever she is and whatever she does. And I know that will always be in her heart, and she'll always be in mine. So, yeah.
I feel like with Miss Simon here, we've gotten more personable and we've gotten closer. She's gotten more personable. She's way she gets to know her, her students and her team people. Mr. Haig did too, but he only did it with the select people he wanted to, which Simon also makes the effort to get to know everybody and try to make a relationship with them, which is really, really nice, because then that, I don't know, you have a special thing with her, which really helps with coaching or with, I don't know, just your personal life or whatever. So.
She has taught me so much, inside Interp and outside just in life.
I have such a higher level of respect for what she does and what other people do around me, and I honestly owe everything I've learned in high school. I'm gonna start crying. Oh gosh.
I will never forget what she's given me.
She really helped me, find who I was.
She's just a really great leader because she's able to be different things to different people. And I know that is that's the most important part of being a leader is knowing what other people need. And she'll give you whatever you need.
She's taught me how to be sensitive, how to be hardworking.
And it's an awesome thing to say that you have a coach who's, you know, a mentor and a friend and can be a mom when she deems it necessary.
Like just everything I've learned, like I don't know, just I'm really gonna miss her.
I think that she's a really, really necessary person in my life.
We all got cards from her. The captains did, because, you know, we had a pretty rough week, and that was really cool. It definitely made me feel a lot better.
You know, nothing ever really taught me more than hearing her tell us that, like, she's growing along with us. You know, to hear that we as people still in high school impacted someone who is older than us. And, like, as we're graduating the senior year, we're trying to learn who we are, and knowing that she's kind of still in those phases as well, it really just says something about life in general, I guess.
I will assume I have to be PG about it.
I would describe it as a tight family.
Oh gosh. Weirdos.
My best friends.
Talented.
Family.
Supportive. Yeah.